Why quiet people are often respected. The hidden psychology of silence. Imagine walking into a room filled with people. Everyone is talking. Everyone wants attention. Everyone wants to be heard. But then there's one person. They aren't speaking much. They aren't trying to impress anyone. They simply observe. And strangely, people seem drawn to them. Others wonder, what are they thinking? Why are they so calm? Why does everyone listen when they finally speak? Have you ever noticed that? Today, we're exploring the fascinating psychology behind why quiet people are often respected, and why silence, when combined with confidence and authenticity, can become one of the most powerful forms of communication. Let's begin. 1. Silence creates curiosity. The human brain dislikes missing information. When someone constantly talks, we quickly feel we know what to expect. But quiet people leave space for curiosity. Instead of revealing everything immediately, they encourage others to wonder. Questions naturally arise. What's on their mind? Why are they so composed? This mystery often captures attention. Of course, being quiet doesn't automatically make someone interesting. Respect comes from how silence is paired with thoughtful actions and genuine confidence. 2. They usually listen more than they speak. One of the rarest skills today isn't speaking. It's listening. Many conversations aren't really conversations. They're competitions. People wait for their turn to speak instead of trying to understand. Quiet people often do something different. They pay attention. They notice details. They remember names. They observe emotions. When someone feels truly heard, they naturally feel respected. And people often return that respect. As the saying goes, people may forget what you said, but they'll remember how you made them feel. Listening is one of the simplest ways to make others feel valued. 3. They think before they speak. Have you ever said something and immediately wished you could take it back? Most of us have. Words spoken in anger, excitement, or frustration can leave lasting consequences. Quiet people often pause before speaking. That pause gives them time to think, to organize their ideas, to choose words carefully. This doesn't mean every quiet person is wise or every talkative person is careless. But thoughtful communication often creates an impression of maturity and self-control. When people notice that someone's words are measured rather than impulsive, they tend to pay closer attention. 4. Calmness can influence perception. Imagine two coworkers during a stressful meeting. One raises their voice and reacts emotionally. The other remains calm, listens carefully, and speaks only when they have something useful to add. Who appears more in control? In many situations, calm behavior is associated with confidence and emotional stability. This isn't because being quiet is inherently better. It's because composure often signals that someone is thinking rather than reacting. People frequently admire those who remain steady when others become overwhelmed. 5. Confidence doesn't always need volume. Many people confuse confidence with being loud. But genuine confidence is different. Confident people don't always need to dominate conversations. They don't constantly seek validation. They're comfortable with silence. They're comfortable letting others speak. When they do share an opinion, it's usually intentional rather than attention-seeking. This quiet confidence can leave a strong impression. 6. Actions speak louder than words. Imagine someone who constantly talks about success. Now imagine another person who quietly works hard every day and consistently delivers results. Who would you trust more? Psychologists often describe this as the power of behavioral consistency. People tend to believe repeated actions more than repeated promises. Quiet people who consistently follow through on their commitments often build credibility over time. Respect grows from reliability, not from making the biggest claims. 7. Quiet doesn't mean weak. One of the biggest myths about quiet people is that they're shy, insecure, or lacking confidence. Sometimes that's true. But many quiet people simply prefer to think before speaking. Some enjoy observing. Others conserve their energy for meaningful conversations. Silence isn't weakness. It's a communication style. Real confidence isn't measured by how much you speak. It's measured by how comfortable you are being yourself. 8. The balance between silence and speaking up. Here's something important. Being quiet isn't always the best choice. There are moments when speaking up matters. If someone crosses your boundaries, speak. If someone needs help, speak. If your ideas can improve a situation, speak. Respect isn't created by silence alone. It's created by knowing when to stay silent and when your voice truly matters. Wisdom is finding the right balance. Final thoughts. Quiet people aren't respected simply because they speak less. They're often respected because many combine silence with qualities people value. They listen carefully. They think before responding. They stay calm under pressure. They respect others. They don't chase constant attention. And over time, these behaviors build trust. Remember this: the loudest voice isn't always the strongest. Sometimes the most powerful person in the room is the one who speaks with purpose rather than frequency. So if you're naturally quiet, don't assume you need to become louder to earn respect. Focus instead on being thoughtful. Be dependable. Be curious. Be confident. And let your actions speak as clearly as your words. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more psychology and human behavior insights. And here's a question for you. Do you think silence is a strength, or does it sometimes hold people back? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.